Welcome to Classic Car Corner. We've got a treat for you. 20 classic cars listed for sale at incredibly affordable prices. Keep watching to discover some real bargains.
Number 1.
This 1978 Ford Granada 5.0, offered at $5,000, represents a notably rare and increasingly overlooked example of Ford's late 1970s midsize lineup, presenting a compelling opportunity for an enthusiast seeking a usable classic with V8 power and understated styling. Marketed as an end-of-the-year deal and described as ready for a new home, this Granada stands out as a genuine driver rather than a dormant project, with the seller emphasizing that it runs and drives very well. Located in McAllen, Texas, the car benefits from a region known for generally favorable conditions for older vehicles, which can often translate into better overall preservation. The transaction is clearly positioned as a straightforward, cash-only sale with no financing or payments, underscoring the simplicity of the offering and the seller's intent for a clean, direct transfer to the next owner. As a four-door Granada equipped with the desirable 5.0-liter V8, this car occupies a niche that is becoming harder to find, especially in running condition. Powering this Granada is a 302 cubic inch 5.0-liter V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, a combination well regarded for its balance of performance, reliability, and ease of ownership. The engine is described as cammed and fitted with some mild upgrades, suggesting a slightly more aggressive character than stock while still remaining street-friendly and practical for regular use. These enhancements likely contribute to improved throttle response and a more engaging driving experience without sacrificing drivability. The car reportedly runs and drives great, which is a key selling point for buyers who prefer to enjoy a classic immediately rather than undertaking extensive mechanical recommissioning. This drivetrain configuration also benefits from strong aftermarket support, making future maintenance, tuning, or additional upgrades relatively straightforward for an owner familiar with small-block Ford platforms. Visually, the Granada is fitted with centerline racing wheels, adding a period-correct performance aesthetic that complements the car's understated body lines and subtly distinguishes it from more ordinary examples. This wheel choice gives the car a classic street machine appearance while still allowing a future owner the flexibility to return to factory-style wheels if originality is desired. The interior is described as being in great condition, an important factor for a vehicle of this era, as interior restoration can often be time-consuming and costly. An intact and well-preserved cabin enhances the overall driving experience and suggests that the car has been reasonably cared for over the years. Factory amenities appear to be largely intact, contributing to the Granada's appeal as a comfortable cruiser rather than a stripped-down performance build. Comfort and usability are further supported by the presence of a functioning air conditioning system, which is noted to work but may require additional refrigerant, a relatively minor consideration for a vehicle of this age. This feature is particularly valuable given the car's location in McAllen, Texas, where effective climate control significantly enhances drivability. Taken as a whole, this 1978 Ford Granada 5.0 offers a rare combination of V8 power, solid running condition, upgraded performance character, and a well-kept interior, making it an appealing option for collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate sleeper-style classics. Its straightforward presentation, usable condition, and increasingly uncommon specification position it as a distinctive and practical entry into late 1970s American V8 ownership.
Number 2.
This 1974 Chevrolet Corvette, offered at $20,000 or best offer, is a remarkably clean and well-sorted example of the iconic C3 generation, presenting an excellent opportunity for an enthusiast seeking a classic Corvette that is both highly enjoyable and extensively refreshed. Located in Fort Worth, Texas, this Corvette is offered with a clear blue title in the seller's name, providing confidence and transparency in ownership. The odometer currently shows approximately 74,000 miles, and based on the condition of the underside and numerous supporting indicators, the seller believes this to be original mileage rather than a rollover, a claim that aligns with the overall presentation of the car. Described as super clean and super fun, This Corvette has clearly been cared for with the intention of long-term enjoyment rather than quick resale, and it is being sold only due to the practical necessity of freeing garage space for a work truck, as the owner is unwilling to store the car outdoors. Under the hood, this C3 Corvette retains its original 350 cubic inch V8 engine paired with the robust TH400 automatic transmission, a classic and highly respected drivetrain combination known for durability and smooth performance. The engine has benefited from extensive recent investment, including a fully rebuilt quadrajet carburetor, long tube headers, and a complete new exhaust and muffler system, all of which enhance both performance and sound while maintaining a period-correct character. Supporting components such as a new water pump, polished alternator, platinum spark plugs, Taylor plug wires, Batwing air cleaner, and a new fuel tank with sending unit further reinforce the mechanical integrity of the car. Steering and handling have been significantly improved through a Borgeson steering box conversion and frame reinforcement, while a composite monoleaf rear suspension and new front and rear shocks modernize ride quality without detracting from the Corvette's classic feel. Braking performance has also been addressed with refreshed front and rear brakes, complementing the factory four-wheel disc brake setup. The interior and driver-focused features of this 1974 Corvette reflect both originality and thoughtful upgrades aimed at comfort and usability. Factory equipment includes power steering, power brakes, power windows, power locks, a tilt and telescopic steering column, and the original AM/FM stereo, all contributing to a well-optioned driving environment. The car is equipped with removable T-tops, complete with proper storage bags, enhancing the open-air driving experience that defines the C3 Corvette. Numerous interior components have been replaced or restored, including a new dash pad, quartz dash clock, power window switches, shifter bezel, ashtray cover, hood liner, and hatch trim and latches for all three storage wells. Wood door inserts, a wood shifter bezel trim, and a wood steering wheel add a tasteful period-correct upscale touch, while original weave Stingray floor mats complete the interior presentation. Modern convenience has been subtly added with a Bluetooth amplifier, Clarion 6x9 speakers, and a custom speaker box, allowing contemporary audio functionality without compromising the classic aesthetic. From a comfort and exterior standpoint, this Corvette is exceptionally well equipped and carefully maintained. The air conditioning system has been comprehensively renewed, including a new compressor, lines, evaporator, condenser, switches, and bezel, and now blows cold using our 134 refrigerant, making the car genuinely comfortable in warm climates such as Texas. The car rides on torque thrust wheels with BF Goodrich rear tires and Mickey Thompson front runners, providing a muscular stance and confident road presence, while the original rally wheels, center caps, and beauty rings are included and described as being in perfect condition, offering flexibility for a more stock appearance if desired. Additional exterior refinements include new headlight actuator seals, fender vent grills, fresh T-top seals, and replacement bulbs throughout the interior and exterior. Taken as a whole, this 1974 Chevrolet Corvette in Fort Worth, Texas stands out as a highly complete, extensively refreshed, and thoughtfully upgraded C3 that balances originality, performance, and comfort, making it an exceptional candidate for continued enjoyment or pride of ownership classic car stewardship.
Number 3.
This 1963 Chevrolet Corvair, offered at $8,000 or best offer, represents a solid and increasingly appreciated example of Chevrolet's unconventional early 1960s engineering, combining distinctive styling with engaging driving characteristics. Located in Sperry, Oklahoma, this Corvair is described as a well-presented and usable classic rather than a show-level restoration, making it appealing to an enthusiast who values authenticity and regular enjoyment. The seller notes that the car runs and drives well and was driven frequently during warmer holiday periods, suggesting it has been actively used rather than sitting idle. While not claimed to be perfect, the vehicle is characterized as a fairly solid old car that presents nicely overall, offering a balance between originality, usability, and honest condition that is often difficult to find at this price point. Mechanically, this Corvair is equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission, a highly desirable feature that enhances driver involvement and aligns well with the car's lightweight, rear-engine design. The previous owner indicated that the engine is a 110 horsepower unit, although this has not been definitively confirmed, a common situation with cars of this era. Regardless, the engine is reported to run strong and reliably, with good driving manners and properly functioning brakes, contributing to a confident on-road experience. A minor oil pan leak is present, which the seller notes is very common on these cars and generally considered a manageable maintenance item rather than a serious fault. Several important updates have already been completed, including a newer battery, new fuel tanks, a new fuel sending unit, and the installation of an electric fuel pump paired with an aluminum bypass block designed to resemble the factory mechanical fuel pump, maintaining a relatively stock appearance while improving reliability. From a structural and body standpoint, this 1963 Corvair appears to be in respectable condition for its age. The seller reports only minor rust, limited to a small area in the battery tray, which is a known weak point on many vehicles of this vintage. No other significant rust issues are mentioned, supporting the claim that the car is generally solid. The convertible top is described as fairly new, with only a small area of damage at the edge caused by a mouse, which is not expected to affect functionality or worsen over time. Weather stripping throughout the car is original and does show its age, with replacement recommended, although the seller notes this has not been an issue due to avoiding driving the car in rainy conditions. The tires are described as old, indicating that replacement would be a prudent step for a new owner focused on safety and optimal road performance. Overall, this 1963 Chevrolet Corvair in Sperry, Oklahoma stands as an honest and enjoyable classic that offers distinctive character, a desirable manual transmission, and a number of recent mechanical updates that support continued use. While it does have age-related needs such as weather stripping replacement, older tires, and a minor oil leak, these factors are typical for a vehicle of this era and do not detract significantly from its appeal as a driver-quality classic. With its combination of solid condition, tasteful originality, and proven roadworthiness, this Corvair represents an excellent opportunity for an enthusiast seeking an accessible entry into early 1960s American motoring with unique engineering and timeless style.
Number 4.
This 1927 Ford Model T Roadster, offered at $19,000, is a beautifully executed custom hot rod that blends classic pre-war Roadster styling with thoughtfully selected modern mechanical components, resulting in a striking and highly usable build. Located in Pomona, California, this Roadster benefits from being a California car that has been garage-kept, contributing to its clean overall presentation and careful preservation. The lightweight fiberglass body keeps total vehicle weight at approximately 1,550 pounds, giving the car an exceptionally lively and responsive character while maintaining the timeless silhouette of a traditional Model T Roadster. Built as a highboy configuration, the car sits with a purposeful stance that highlights its exposed chassis and suspension, immediately signaling that this is a well-considered hot rod rather than a casual cosmetic build. The overall appearance is both traditional and refined, making it equally suitable for casual cruising, car shows, or weekend events. Powering this Roadster is a Chevrolet-based 262 cubic inch V6 engine originally derived from the 4.3-liter platform and stroked to approximately 300 cubic inches, delivering strong performance in a very light chassis. The engine is equipped with an Edelbrock intake manifold, Sanderson headers, and a Flowmaster exhaust system, producing a distinctive and aggressive exhaust note while maintaining street-friendly drivability. Paired with a 700 R4 automatic transmission, the drivetrain offers smooth shifting and overdrive capability, allowing for relaxed highway cruising alongside strong off-the-line response. Power is sent to a Ford 8-inch rear end with a 3.40 gear ratio, providing an effective balance between acceleration and cruising efficiency. The combination of low vehicle weight, modern drivetrain components, and efficient gearing results in impressive fuel economy, reportedly in the range of 25 to 30 miles per gallon, which is exceptional for a vehicle with this level of performance and presence. The chassis and suspension setup further reinforce the quality and intent of the build. The car rides on a highboy tubular chassis with traditional-style hairpin suspension, delivering both visual authenticity and solid road manners. Front disc brakes provide confident stopping power, a critical upgrade for modern driving conditions, while maintaining a clean and uncluttered appearance. The Roadster sits on 15-inch McAllen wire wheels, which complement the vintage aesthetic while remaining durable and functional. A 15-gallon aluminum fuel tank has been cleanly integrated, and the battery is housed in a hidden battery box, preserving the car's tidy presentation. These details reflect a build that prioritizes both form and function, with careful attention paid to packaging and overall usability rather than purely visual impact. Inside, the Roadster features custom upholstery that is cleanly executed and appropriate to the car's traditional hot rod theme, offering comfort without detracting from its minimalist character. A deuce-style grille shell enhances the classic hot rod profile, while moon gauges provide clear instrumentation with a period-correct look that ties the interior together. The car is described as starting right up, running reliably, and turning heads wherever it goes, indicating that it has been sorted and driven rather than simply displayed. Taken as a whole, this 1927 Ford Model T Roadster in Pomona, California represents a well-built, dependable, and visually compelling custom hot rod that delivers strong performance, excellent fuel efficiency, and unmistakable presence, making it an outstanding option for enthusiasts seeking a ready-to-enjoy traditional-style roadster with modern reliability.
Number 5.
This 1973 Dodge Charger SE Brougham, offered at $8,500 firm, represents a solid entry point into the increasingly collectible early 1970s Charger lineup, combining full-size Mopar presence with desirable big-block power and classic luxury-oriented SE Brougham trim. Although initially associated with McKinney, Texas, the vehicle is clearly stated to be located in Rockwall, Texas, and is offered with a clean Texas title, ensuring straightforward ownership transfer. The seller is transparent in positioning this Charger as a genuine project car rather than a finished example, noting that if the car were fully restored or near perfect, it would command a value closer to $35,000. This honesty, paired with the firm pricing, helps set realistic expectations and underscores the value proposition for a buyer looking to restore or personalize a true Charger rather than pay a premium for a completed build. Under the hood, this Charger is equipped with a 400 cubic inch big block engine, a highly regarded Mopar power plant known for strong torque, durability, and excellent street manners. The seller confirms that the car runs and drives well, which is a significant advantage for a project vehicle, as it allows a new owner to evaluate mechanical needs incrementally rather than starting with a non-running platform. While specific details about the transmission or recent mechanical work are not provided, the fact that the car is drivable suggests a functional drivetrain that can serve as a foundation for further refurbishment or performance upgrades. As with many vehicles of this era, prospective buyers should expect ongoing mechanical and cosmetic work, but the presence of a running big block Charger at this price point is increasingly uncommon in today's market. From a condition standpoint, the Charger is described as being in overall pretty good shape, though it clearly needs work and should be approached with a project mindset. The SE Brougham trim level adds a layer of period-correct luxury and distinction compared to standard Charger models, making it an interesting candidate for either a faithful restoration or a tasteful restomod that retains its original character. Exterior and interior specifics are not extensively detailed, but the seller's emphasis on the car being a project implies that attention will be needed across multiple areas to reach its full potential. Importantly, the car's fundamental value lies in its solid base, clean title, and desirable engine configuration rather than cosmetic perfection in its current state. Wheel options and trade terms add further flexibility to the offering. The Charger is currently fitted with 18-inch Boss wheels, giving it a more modern stance. However, the seller is willing to reduce the price by $1,000 and retain these wheels if the buyer prefers a lower purchase price or intends to fit alternative wheels. The only trade the seller will consider is for a classic Ford Mustang, which may appeal to buyers with suitable vehicles looking to transition into Mopar ownership. Taken together, this 1973 Dodge Charger SE Brougham in Rockwall, Texas stands as an honest, running big block project with strong long-term upside, ideal for an enthusiast seeking a genuine Charger platform with room for restoration, customization, and value growth.
Number 6.
This 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 Deluxe, offered at $4,500, represents an honest and affordable entry into first-generation Chevelle ownership, providing a solid foundation for restoration or customization. Located in Muskogee, Oklahoma, this four-door sedan is positioned as a driver-quality project rather than a finished car, appealing to buyers who value mechanical functionality and clear paperwork over cosmetic perfection. The vehicle is offered with a clear title and current registration, simplifying the transfer process and allowing a new owner to focus resources on improvements rather than administrative hurdles. As a 300 Deluxe model, it reflects Chevrolet's more utilitarian trim level, which today offers an appealing blank canvas for either a period-correct rebuild or a creative rest-a-mod approach. Powering this Chevelle is a 283 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a Powerglide automatic transmission, a classic and proven combination known for smooth operation and long-term reliability. The seller confirms that the car runs and drives, which is a significant advantage at this price point and allows for immediate use or incremental restoration. The drivetrain's simplicity makes it approachable for hobbyists and cost-effective to maintain, while still delivering the traditional V8 character expected from a mid-1960s Chevrolet. The car is also fitted with good tires, reducing immediate out-of-pocket expense and supporting safe, roadworthy operation as the vehicle is evaluated and improved over time. Condition-wise, the Chevelle shows the typical age-related issues expected of a nearly 60-year-old sedan that has not been fully restored. Rust is present in the floor pans as well as in other common problem areas, indicating that metal repair will be required for a thorough refurbishment. The interior is described as rough, suggesting worn upholstery, trim, and finishes that will need attention to bring the cabin back to an acceptable standard. While these factors detract from the car's immediate visual appeal, they are also reflected in the pricing and are common challenges for vehicles of this era, particularly four-door sedans that were often used as daily transportation rather than preserved collectibles. Overall, this 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 Deluxe in Muskogee, Oklahoma stands as a straightforward, running project with clear documentation, a V8 drivetrain, and strong potential for transformation. Its four-door configuration may appeal to buyers seeking a unique or family-friendly classic, or to those planning a budget-friendly build where purchase price leaves room for mechanical, structural, and cosmetic improvements. With its combination of affordability, drivability, and classic mid-1960s Chevrolet styling, this Chevelle offers a practical starting point for an enthusiast looking to enter the classic car hobby with realistic expectations and long-term vision.
Number 7.
This 1964 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova two-door sedan, offered at $6,500 or best offer, is a highly original and increasingly desirable early Nova project that presents a strong foundation for a full restoration or thoughtful drivetrain upgrade. Although initially referenced with Millsap, Texas, the vehicle is clearly stated to be located in Garner, Texas and is offered with a Texas title, ensuring a straightforward ownership transfer. As a true two-door sedan, this Nova benefits from a cleaner, more sought-after body style that appeals to both purists and performance-oriented builders. The seller describes the car as all original, underscoring its authenticity, while also being transparent that it requires a complete restoration, making it best suited for an enthusiast who understands the scope and potential of a first-generation Chevy 2 platform. Mechanically, the car is currently equipped with a straight-six engine paired with a 3-on-the-tree manual transmission, a classic and period-correct configuration that reflects the Nova's economical roots. However, the seller notes that the original engine is bad and has a noticeable knock, indicating that it will require a rebuild or replacement before the car can be driven reliably. Importantly, the sale includes a running 350 cubic inch V8 engine along with the correct V8 mounts, offering a significant value-added component and a clear upgrade path for a buyer interested in transforming the car into a more performance-oriented build. This inclusion gives the next owner flexibility to either restore the car to a more original inline-six configuration or proceed with a traditional small-block V8 swap, a very popular and well-supported modification for early Novas. From a body and exterior standpoint, the Nova is described as having rust, which is typical for a vehicle of this age and one that has not yet been restored. Despite this, All of the glass and chrome are reported to be in good condition, a meaningful advantage given the cost and difficulty of sourcing quality replacement trim for these cars. The car is said to have good tires, allowing it to be moved and positioned easily during the restoration process. While specific rust areas are not itemized, the acknowledgement of rust alongside the statement that it needs a complete restoration suggests that prospective buyers should plan for comprehensive body and metal work to bring the car to a high standard. Supporting the restoration potential is a collection of new parts that are already included with the car, helping offset future costs and effort. These parts include a new gas tank, fuel sending unit, tank straps, a complete key set, and an interior kit, all of which are essential components in a proper restoration and indicate that the seller had intentions of moving the project forward. The interior kit in particular represents a significant investment and provides a head start toward refreshing the cabin once structural and mechanical issues are addressed. Taken as a whole, this 1964 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova two-door sedan in Garner, Texas stands as a genuine, unmodified project with desirable body style, strong upgrade potential, valuable included parts, and a clear title, making it an excellent candidate for an enthusiast seeking a classic Nova with long-term upside and multiple build directions.
Number 8.
This 1970 Ford Ranchero GT, offered at $29,500, represents a genuine and highly desirable example of Ford's iconic car-based pickup, combining muscle car performance with practical utility in a factory GT configuration. Located in Weatherford, Texas, and presented by Davenport Motors, this Ranchero is described as a real GT, not a clone, which significantly enhances its collectability and long-term value. The seller emphasizes that the truck is very nice both inside and out, with overall presentation that exceeds what photographs are able to convey, strongly suggesting that it has been well cared for and thoughtfully maintained. As a true GT model, this Ranchero occupies a special place in the 1970 Ford lineup, offering aggressive styling, upgraded trim, and performance-oriented features that distinguish it from standard Ranchero variants. Under the hood, this Ranchero GT is powered by a 351 Cleveland V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, a combination that is both period-correct and highly respected among Ford enthusiasts for its strong performance and durability. The drivetrain is complemented by power steering and power brakes, making the truck easy and comfortable to drive in both city and highway conditions. Mechanical comfort is further enhanced by a fully functional climate control system, with cold air conditioning and hot heat, allowing the vehicle to be enjoyed year-round regardless of weather. Front disc brakes provide improved stopping performance over earlier drum setups, contributing to safer and more confident driving while maintaining a largely factory-style mechanical layout. The interior of this Ranchero GT reflects its upscale and performance-focused character, featuring bucket seats and a center console, which together create a more driver-oriented and sporty cabin compared to bench seat configurations. The interior is described as being in very nice condition, indicating that upholstery, trim, and finishes have been preserved or restored to a high standard. These features, combined with the power accessories and comfortable seating, make the Ranchero well-suited not only for shows and weekend cruising but also for longer drives where comfort and ergonomics matter. The overall interior presentation supports the claim that this is a well-rounded vehicle rather than a purely cosmetic build. From an exterior and overall presentation standpoint, the Ranchero GT sits on classic Magnum 500 wheels, which perfectly complement the truck's muscular lines and reinforce its authentic late 1960s and early 1970s Ford performance image. The body and paint are described as very nice, contributing to a strong curb appeal that makes the vehicle stand out among classic trucks and muscle cars alike. The seller's insistence that the truck must be seen in person to be fully appreciated suggests a level of fit, finish, and presence that goes beyond basic driver quality. Taken as a whole, this 1970 Ford Ranchero GT in Weatherford, Texas stands as a well-equipped, genuine GT example that successfully blends performance, comfort, and utility, making it an excellent choice for collectors or enthusiasts seeking a distinctive and versatile classic Ford with strong visual impact and proven drivability.
Number 9.
This 1966 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, offered at $26,500, represents a highly desirable example of Cadillac's flagship personal luxury model in largely original condition, combining elegant styling with impressive presence and drivability. Located in Haslett, Texas, this Eldorado is described as an original condition car that previously resided in Southern California, a detail that often correlates with favorable preservation and minimal exposure to harsh weather. The car is positioned as a strong driver quality example rather than an over-restored showpiece, making it especially appealing to an enthusiast who values authenticity and the ability to enjoy the car regularly. As a convertible Eldorado, it occupies a special place in Cadillac history, offering both exclusivity and the unmistakable luxury character that defined the brand during the mid-1960s. Mechanically, this Eldorado is reported to run and drive well, supporting its description as a reliable and usable classic. While specific engine and transmission details are not elaborated upon, the emphasis on solid road manners and dependable operation suggests a well-maintained drivetrain consistent with Cadillac's reputation for smooth, effortless performance. The convertible top and power windows are confirmed to be fully functional, an important consideration for a car of this age and a strong indicator that key systems have been properly maintained. These features significantly enhance both comfort and usability, allowing the car to be enjoyed as intended in a variety of driving conditions without immediate mechanical concerns. From a body and exterior standpoint, this Eldorado is described as a solid, rust-free car, a critical attribute that substantially elevates its value and desirability. The chrome work is noted to be in good condition, which is especially significant given the extensive use of chrome trim on 1960s Cadillacs and the high cost of proper restoration or replacement. The absence of rust, combined with well-preserved chrome and original condition presentation, suggests that the car has been stored and cared for responsibly throughout its life. These factors make it an excellent candidate for continued preservation or light cosmetic enhancement rather than a ground-up restoration. Overall, this 1966 Cadillac Eldorado convertible in Haslett, Texas stands as a refined and imposing classic that delivers the full mid-1960s Cadillac luxury experience in a package that is both usable and visually impressive. Its Southern California origins, solid rust-free body, functioning convertible top and windows, and good overall mechanical condition combine to create a compelling offering for collectors and drivers alike. Whether enjoyed as a comfortable weekend cruiser, a standout addition to a collection, or a rolling example of American luxury at its peak, this Eldorado offers authenticity, presence, and timeless appeal at a price point that reflects strong value within the classic Cadillac market.
Number 10.
This 1965 Ford Fairlane 500, offered at $25,000, represents a thoughtfully rebuilt and tastefully modified example of Ford's mid-1960s intermediate platform, blending classic styling with carefully selected modern performance upgrades. Located in New Orleans, Louisiana, this Fairlane retains its original paint, which is described as being in great overall condition, with only a couple of small bare spots on the trunk area and no rust present, a notable advantage for a car of this age. The exterior has recently been hand-detailed and protected with a ceramic coating, preserving the finish and enhancing its appearance, and the car includes a fitted car cover for additional protection when stored. Original hubcaps have been reinstalled on the wheels, subtly reinforcing the car's classic visual identity while allowing the mechanical and performance upgrades to remain understated and cohesive rather than overtly aggressive. Under the hood, this Fairlane has been fitted with a late 1980s 302 cubic inch V8 engine that has only a few thousand miles since being installed, paired with a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission with a floor-mounted shifter, creating a highly engaging and driver-focused combination. The engine has been extensively upgraded with AFR cylinder heads, a 303 camshaft, an Edelbrock Performer intake manifold, and an Edelbrock 650 CFM carburetor, all of which contribute to strong performance and responsive throttle behavior. Supporting components include custom headers, a Flowmaster exhaust system, a performance aluminum radiator with an electric fan conversion, a performance water pump, and a ProStart performance distributor and coil, ensuring reliable cooling, ignition, and overall drivability. Additional details such as billet aluminum valve covers, a billet breather filter, A high-performance chrome air cleaner, a chrome pulley kit, and custom novelty touches like a dice dipstick and pool ball filter nut give the engine bay a clean, detailed, and personalized appearance. The drivetrain and braking systems have been upgraded to match the car's enhanced power output and intended street performance. The rear end is fitted with Yukon 4.11 gears, providing aggressive acceleration and a muscular driving character, particularly well suited to the 5-speed manual transmission. Braking performance has been significantly improved through conversion to power brakes along with disc brakes at both the front and rear, delivering modern stopping capability and increased confidence compared to the original factory setup. New sealed beam headlights and high beams have been installed to improve nighttime visibility, while custom blacked-out headlight bezels add a subtle custom touch to the front-end appearance without detracting from the car's classic lines. Inside, the Fairlane benefits from a refreshed and modernized interior that remains respectful of its original design. The seats and door panels have been freshly reupholstered, restoring comfort and presentation, while a Bluetooth-enabled lighting and sound system has been added to integrate contemporary convenience without overwhelming the vintage character. A new battery has been installed, and custom hood insulation has been added to improve heat and noise management. Taken as a whole, this 1965 Ford Fairlane 500 in New Orleans, Louisiana stands as a well-executed blend of originality and performance-oriented modification, offering classic looks, strong mechanical specification, and modern drivability in a package that is ready to be enjoyed immediately by an enthusiast who appreciates both authenticity and thoughtful upgrades.
Number 11.
This 1965 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $37,500, represents a very solid and increasingly desirable example of Chevrolet's full-size lineup from the mid-1960s, combining strong originality with thoughtful mechanical upgrades. Located in Fountain Valley, California, this Impala is presented as a serious, well-kept car aimed at knowledgeable buyers who understand the value of a structurally sound, correctly equipped classic. The seller emphasizes the overall solidity of the vehicle, noting that the car is solid throughout, including the floors, frame, and structural pockets, which is a critical consideration for a convertible of this era. Offered with a clean title and current tags, this Impala stands out as a properly maintained and road-ready classic rather than a project or unfinished build. Powering this Impala is its matching numbers 396 cubic inch V8 engine, a highly sought-after big block configuration that delivers strong performance and adds significant collector appeal. The car is described as running super strong, with all major systems functioning as they should, reinforcing its reputation as a dependable and enjoyable driver. All electrical components are reported to be in proper working order, including signal lights, night lights, dashboard illumination, and braking systems, indicating a level of attention that goes beyond cosmetic upkeep. Importantly, the car has never been cut or modified for hydraulics or aftermarket audio systems, preserving its factory integrity and making it especially attractive to purists who value originality and unaltered structure. The interior of this 1965 Impala is described as being in like-new condition, including the carpet and door panels, suggesting either an exceptionally well-preserved original interior or a high-quality restoration carried out with attention to factory-correct appearance. The car retains its original factory radio, further supporting its unmodified and authentic character. As a convertible, the vehicle features a power-operated top that opens and closes perfectly, with a clean and well-presented top, adding both visual appeal and functional enjoyment. The combination of a pristine interior and a fully operational convertible top significantly enhances the overall ownership experience, especially for cruising and show use. Mechanically, the Impala has benefited from meaningful suspension and braking upgrades that improve drivability and safety without detracting from its classic identity. The car is equipped with upgraded tubular suspension components, along with new shocks and coil springs all the way around, which are noted to be so recent that they have not yet fully broken in. Braking performance has been modernized with brand new front and rear disc brakes, a substantial improvement over original equipment and a valuable upgrade for real-world driving. All exterior chrome is reported to be complete and in good condition, rounding out a package that is both visually impressive and mechanically sorted. Taken as a whole, This 1965 Chevrolet Impala in Fountain Valley, California stands as a strong, honest, and highly appealing example with matching numbers, big block power, excellent structural integrity, and tasteful upgrades, making it a compelling option for serious collectors and enthusiasts alike.
Number 12.
This 1972 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe, offered at $19,000 or best offer, represents a rare and compelling true survivor example of the C3 generation, carrying a strong sense of originality and documented history that is increasingly difficult to find. Located in Mansfield, Texas, the car was recently removed from long-term storage in California and purchased directly from the widow of the original owner, adding meaningful provenance to its story. Finished in white with a red interior, this Corvette presents with paint that appears to be original and displays the expected lacquer patina consistent with an unrestored survivor rather than a cosmetically refinished car. A custom-painted blue center stripe outlined with a red pinstripe has been added, giving the car a distinctive Evel Knievel inspired appearance that sets it apart visually while still allowing the underlying originality to remain intact. The car was last registered in 1997, and it appears to have been running and driving when it was parked, reinforcing its status as a preserved example rather than a dismantled or neglected project. Under the hood, this Corvette retains its original numbers matching 350 cubic inch V8 engine paired with the correct turbo 400 automatic transmission, a highly respected and durable drivetrain combination for early 1970s Corvettes. The emphasis on original numbers matching significantly enhances the car's appeal to collectors who prioritize authenticity and factory correctness. The odometer currently shows 3,312 miles, but as this is a 5-digit odometer, the mileage is believed to be 103,312, a figure that aligns plausibly with the car's overall condition and long-term storage history. Factory equipment includes power steering, power disc brakes, power windows, air conditioning, an original AM/FM stereo, and a tilt steering column, all of which reflect a well-optioned Corvette that was designed to be both sporty and comfortable. These features contribute to the car's desirability as a usable classic once properly recommissioned. The interior is finished in red vinyl and is reported to have held up very well over time, with no cracks in the dashboard, a notable achievement for a Corvette of this era. The seats, trim, and overall cabin presentation support the claim that this is a genuine survivor rather than a car that has been pieced together or heavily restored. The presence of T-tops further enhances the classic Corvette driving experience, offering open-air enjoyment while retaining the structural and visual appeal of the coupe body style. Importantly, the car retains its original stereo and has not been heavily modified, preserving the factory character that many enthusiasts actively seek. Accompanying the sale are the original owner's manual and a stack of paperwork, which further substantiate the car's history and careful long-term ownership. Structurally, this 1972 Corvette is described as being in very solid condition, with a fiberglass body that shows no signs of major repair, doors that open and close properly, good and consistent body gaps, and a solid frame with no visible rot. These attributes are critical when evaluating a C3 Corvette, as structural issues can be costly and complex to address. The car is offered with a clear blue Texas title, simplifying the purchase process and reinforcing its legitimacy. Taken as a whole, this 1972 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe in Mansfield, Texas stands as a highly authentic survivor with matching numbers drivetrain, strong structural integrity, preserved interior, and documented history, making it an excellent candidate for careful recommissioning, sympathetic preservation, or long-term collector ownership rather than a full cosmetic restoration.
Number 13.
This 1968 Ford Mustang, offered at $25,000, represents a very clean and extensively restored example that has undergone a comprehensive refurbishment over the past 5 years, with the most difficult structural and mechanical work already completed. Located in Jefferson, Texas, this Mustang is described as rust-free, benefiting from significant metal work that provides a strong and trustworthy foundation for long-term ownership. While the car could benefit from a fresh paint job to further elevate its presentation, the seller emphasizes that all of the hard restoration work has already been addressed, positioning it as an ideal candidate for final cosmetic refinement rather than a ground-up rebuild. As it sits, the car is already described as a head-turner, reflecting the quality of the work performed and the overall visual impact of the build. Structurally, this Mustang has received substantial attention in areas that are critical to both safety and longevity. Restoration work includes the installation of new floor pans, new torque boxes, and a new cowl, all of which are known problem areas on classic Mustangs and costly to repair properly. A new windshield has been installed, and subframe connectors have been added, significantly improving chassis rigidity and making the car better suited to handle increased power and modern driving conditions. These upgrades collectively indicate that the restoration was approached with a focus on doing things correctly rather than cosmetically covering up underlying issues. With these structural improvements completed, the car offers a solid platform that far exceeds the condition of many superficially restored examples currently on the market. Powering this Mustang is a built 302 cubic inch V8 engine equipped with a comp roller cam, Performer RPM intake manifold, thermal-wrapped headers, aluminum skip white cylinder heads, roller rockers, and flat-top pistons, creating a strong and responsive naturally aspirated combination. Fuel and ignition management are handled by a Sniper EFI system with full timing control, paired with a Sniper EFI distributor, delivering modern reliability, improved drivability, and consistent performance in all conditions. Cooling has been upgraded with an aluminum 4-core radiator and an electric fan that is controlled directly by the Sniper system, while an EFI-specific fuel tank with an in-tank fuel pump ensures proper fuel delivery. Power is sent through a world-class T5 transmission, effectively a 4-speed with overdrive, paired with a posy rear end featuring aggressive 4.11 gears, providing strong acceleration while still allowing for manageable cruising. The car rides on 17-inch wheels wrapped in new tires, completing a drivetrain and suspension package that is well-matched and thoughtfully assembled. Inside, the Mustang has been modernized and refreshed to complement its upgraded mechanicals while remaining comfortable and functional. The interior features Dynamat sound deadening and new carpet, improving cabin comfort and reducing road and drivetrain noise. Dakota digital gauges provide clear, accurate instrumentation with a modern touch, while a Bluetooth stereo adds contemporary connectivity without detracting from the car's classic character. Steering and braking have been comprehensively upgraded with Borgeson power steering and power 4-wheel disc brakes, dramatically improving control, safety, and overall driving confidence compared to factory specifications. Taken as a whole, this 1968 Ford Mustang in Jefferson, Texas stands as a well-executed restomod that combines a rust-free, properly restored structure with modern performance, braking, and drivability upgrades, making it an excellent option for an enthusiast seeking a classic Mustang that is already sorted mechanically and structurally, with only minor cosmetic finishing left to personalize.
Number 14.
This 1961 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $25,000, represents an exceptionally preserved and highly authentic example of Chevrolet's early 1960s full-size icon, distinguished by originality and documented history. Described as a California car, this Impala benefits from long-term ownership in a favorable climate and is further supported by the presence of its original 1961 registration receipt, a rare and compelling piece of provenance that underscores the car's authenticity. Located in Dallas, Texas, the vehicle is positioned as a serious offering with no interest in trades, emphasizing a straightforward cash sale. The overall presentation points to a car that has been carefully maintained rather than restored, making it especially appealing to collectors who value unaltered originality over cosmetic refurbishment. Mechanically, this Impala is equipped with its original-style 283 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a Powerglide automatic transmission, a smooth and period-correct drivetrain combination that defined Chevrolet's reputation for effortless cruising during this era. Factory power steering and power brakes further enhance drivability, allowing the car to be operated comfortably in modern traffic while retaining its original character. While detailed performance modifications are not noted, the emphasis here is clearly on originality, smooth operation, and the refined driving experience that made the Impala such a success when new. This configuration reflects the car's intended role as a comfortable, upscale full-size cruiser rather than a performance-oriented build. The interior of this 1961 Impala is described as original and perfect, a standout attribute that is increasingly rare for vehicles of this age. Original interiors are often the first area to show wear or be replaced, so the condition noted here strongly suggests careful ownership and limited exposure to harsh use or neglect. Original materials, fit, and finishes contribute significantly to the car's collector appeal, offering an authentic snapshot of Chevrolet's design and craftsmanship from the early 1960s. The preservation of the interior also reinforces the notion that this Impala has not been heavily modified or subjected to repeated restoration cycles, which often diminish historical integrity. Structurally, the car is described as having no rust, an extremely important factor for a full-size Chevrolet of this vintage and one that substantially elevates its value. The combination of a rust-free body, original interior, documented history, and factory-correct mechanical specification makes this Impala a particularly strong candidate for preservation-focused ownership. Rather than requiring restoration, the car appears well-suited for careful enjoyment, concours-style preservation, or inclusion in a serious collection that values originality above all else. Taken as a whole, this 1961 Chevrolet Impala in Dallas, Texas stands as a rare opportunity to acquire a highly authentic, rust-free, and well-documented example of one of Chevrolet's most iconic models, offering timeless style and historical significance in a remarkably intact package.
Number 15.
This 1967 Ford Fairlane GTA, offered at $42,000, represents a highly desirable and powerful example of Ford's late 1960s intermediate muscle car, combining Southern car preservation with significant high-performance upgrades. Located in Bonham, Texas, this Fairlane is described as a zero-rust vehicle, an exceptionally important attribute that immediately elevates its value and long-term appeal. The car has been repainted some years ago, and while it is not presented as a recent restoration, it is described as beautiful, suggesting that the paint and overall presentation have held up very well over time. As a true GTA model, this Fairlane carries the performance-oriented trim and identity that distinguishes it from standard Fairlane variants, making it especially attractive to collectors and enthusiasts seeking a genuine muscle-era Ford with strong visual and mechanical presence. At the heart of this Fairlane GTA is a Cobra Jet 428 cubic inch V8 engine that has been fully rebuilt, transforming the car into a serious performance machine while retaining period-correct big block credibility. The engine build includes brand new ignition components, aluminum cylinder heads, a performance intake manifold, and a carburetor, all selected to deliver substantial power, improved efficiency, and modern reliability compared to factory specifications. This combination suggests a focus on strong street performance and drivability rather than a purely stock restoration, appealing to buyers who want a muscle car that performs as aggressively as it looks. The presence of a freshly rebuilt big block Cobra Jet further places this Fairlane into a higher tier of desirability within the Ford muscle car market. The transmission has also been fully rebuilt and upgraded with a performance-oriented build, including a 2,800 stall converter, which complements the characteristics of the high-output 428 engine. This setup allows the engine to get into its power band more effectively during acceleration, improving both responsiveness and overall driving excitement. Together, the rebuilt drivetrain components indicate that significant investment has been made to ensure the car is not only visually impressive but also mechanically sorted and capable of delivering a confident, engaging driving experience. The combination of big block power, upgraded transmission, and stall converters suggests a car that is well suited for spirited street driving, cruising, and show appearances rather than being a static display piece. Overall, this 1967 Ford Fairlane GTA in Bonham, Texas stands as a compelling blend of rust-free Southern provenance, classic muscle car styling, and extensive high-performance mechanical upgrades. It is presented as a car that has been well cared for and thoughtfully built, now being offered for sale simply due to the owner having too many vehicles rather than any shortcomings with the car itself. With its zero-rust body, strong repaint, fully rebuilt Cobra Jet 428, and performance-built transmission, This Fairlane GTA offers a rare opportunity to acquire a powerful, turnkey muscle-era Ford that delivers both visual impact and serious performance, making it an excellent candidate for an enthusiast or collector seeking a standout example with no major compromises.
Number 16.
This 1962 Chevrolet Impala Coupe, offered at $44,999, is a striking example of early 1960s Chevrolet design that blends classic styling with well-chosen mechanical upgrades, and it is located in Sherman, Texas. Finished in glossy black paint and paired with a bold red interior, this Impala immediately delivers the kind of presence that made the model an icon just 1 year after Chevrolet's celebrated redesign. The sleek roofline, long slab-sided body, and balanced proportions give the car a timeless elegance that continues to make the 1962 Impala one of the most collectible full-size Chevrolets of its era. Showing 53,849 miles on the odometer, this coupe presents itself as a carefully preserved and thoughtfully enhanced driver, combining visual impact with authenticity and road-ready appeal rather than a purely static showpiece. Under the hood sits a numbers-matching 327 cubic-inch V8 engine, a highly respected small block that provides strong, reliable performance while maintaining period correctness. The engine is paired with a 700R4 overdrive automatic transmission, a significant upgrade that improves highway cruising and overall drivability without sacrificing the character of the car. Dual exhaust allows the V8 to announce itself with a proper muscle-era tone, while finned aluminum valve covers add a subtle performance aesthetic to the engine bay. An Edelbrock carburetor supports smooth throttle response and dependable operation, and the presence of an aftermarket tachometer reflects the car's driver-focused nature. Together, these elements create a drivetrain that is both engaging and usable, suitable for long-distance cruising as well as spirited local driving. One of the most notable aspects of this Impala is its retained factory-style driving experience, highlighted by the rare combination of air conditioning with manual steering and manual brakes, features often removed or converted during restorations but preserved here for authenticity. The four-wheel drum brake system remains in place, reinforcing the car's original mechanical feel, while still being reported as fully operational. Inside, the red interior is complemented by a wood-grain steering wheel that adds warmth and vintage character, along with a locker shifter that provides a direct, tactile connection between driver and machine. This interior configuration emphasizes involvement and control, rewarding drivers who appreciate a more mechanical and analog driving experience rather than heavily assisted modern behavior. From an operational standpoint, this 1962 Chevrolet Impala is described as fully functional, with systems such as headlights, brake lights, turn signals, horn, wipers, gauges, radio, heater, and air conditioning all reported to be in working order. Riding on 15-inch Craigar SS wheels, the car strikes a balance between classic Chevrolet heritage and subtle muscle car attitude, enhancing its stance without overwhelming its original design language. Overall, this Impala stands as a rare and well-rounded example that respects its stock-correct roots while incorporating tasteful upgrades for comfort and drivability, making it a compelling choice for an enthusiast seeking a visually arresting, numbers-matching classic that is meant to be driven and enjoyed rather than simply admired from a distance.
Number 17.
This 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback, offered at $40,000, is a genuine factory fastback example finished in the desirable Highland green color combination and represents an increasingly hard-to-find foundation for a proper restoration or long-term enthusiast project. Emphatically described as a real fastback and not a conversion, this Mustang carries the correct body style that continues to command strong interest among collectors and builders alike. While details on the car's early history are limited, it is presented honestly as a driver-quality project that still requires additional work, making it clear this is not a fully finished or six-figure show car. Located in San Antonio, Texas, the car offers solid overall potential for someone seeking an authentic fastback platform rather than a heavily modified or over-restored example. Powering this Mustang is a 289 cubic-inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission, a classic and approachable drivetrain combination that defined many late 1960s Mustangs. The car is equipped with front disc brakes and rear drum brakes, a practical upgrade that improves stopping performance while still retaining period-correct mechanical character. Although the seller notes that they do not know a great deal about the vehicle's finer details, the car is described as generally good overall despite needing further work, suggesting it remains a viable and serviceable candidate rather than a basket case restoration. This configuration makes the Mustang suitable for continued mechanical sorting and gradual improvement rather than requiring a complete teardown from the outset. From a driving and ownership perspective, this Mustang is positioned as an honest project rather than a turnkey investment-grade vehicle. The seller openly states that it still needs work, reinforcing realistic expectations and underscoring the opportunity for a new owner to personalize the car according to their own standards, whether that means returning it closer to factory specification or building a tasteful street-oriented fastback. The automatic transmission and 289 V8 make it accessible and enjoyable for a wide range of drivers, while the fastback body style ensures that any effort invested is supported by long-term desirability within the Mustang community. In terms of overall value and positioning, this 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback stands as a solid entry point into fastback ownership without the premium pricing of fully restored examples. Its Highland green finish, genuine fastback status, and classic small-block V8 drivetrain provide a strong foundation, while its project status allows room for improvement and equity growth through thoughtful restoration. Located in San Antonio, Texas, and with potential openness to a trade for a Buick Grand National, this Mustang presents itself as a straightforward, no-nonsense opportunity for an enthusiast who understands the work involved and appreciates the enduring appeal of an authentic 1968 Mustang Fastback.
Number 18.
This 1968 Chevrolet Camaro, offered at $65,000, is a purpose-built road race car constructed to meet SVRA and SCCA requirements and represents a highly developed example intended for serious vintage racing rather than casual street use. Built to be CVAR legal, this Camaro has undergone an extensive, no-compromise rotisserie restoration that addressed virtually every structural component of the body and chassis. The restoration included replacement of the full floor, roof, trunk pan, quarter panels, frame rails, inner and outer fenders, firewall, and tail panel, resulting in an exceptionally solid and correctly structured platform. To further ensure long-term integrity and authenticity, an original OEM rust-free front clip and factory doors were sourced and installed, underscoring the meticulous approach taken during the build. Titled and registered, this Camaro blends race-focused construction with legitimate documentation, making it suitable for sanctioned vintage events while retaining proper ownership credentials. Located in Dallas, Texas, it is being offered as a complete, sorted race car with substantial investment already completed. Under the hood sits a built 383 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine designed for competitive road racing, delivering strong and reliable performance across the rev range. Power is transmitted through a David Key Cobra Jet top-loader transmission, paired with a dual center-force clutch and hydraulic throwout bearing for precise engagement and durability under aggressive driving conditions. The drivetrain is completed by a quick-performance 9-inch rear end, chosen for strength and tunability, making it well-suited for track use. Supporting systems have been thoughtfully engineered, including a Jones accessory drive, CSR radiator with integrated oil cooler, and a fuel-safe fuel cell fed by -8 and nylon-braided fuel lines. This cohesive drivetrain and cooling setup reflects a build philosophy focused on endurance, consistency, and track reliability rather than cosmetic presentation alone. The suspension and chassis systems are equally comprehensive, built to deliver predictable handling and race-proven performance. Detroit Speed rear leaf springs are paired with revalved Pro shocks, while Global West Delalum bushings are used throughout the leafs and control arms to enhance suspension precision without sacrificing durability. Aluminum body bushings and Detroit Speed subframe connectors further stiffen the chassis, ensuring excellent torsional rigidity during high-load cornering. Braking is handled by C2 Corvette disc brakes at all four corners, plumbed with full -3 and stainless steel brake lines for consistent pedal feel and fade resistance. Steering duties are managed by an AGR steering box equipped with a dedicated cooler, reinforcing the car's focus on sustained track performance rather than short-duration street driving. Visually and functionally, this Camaro presents with an aggressive, period-correct race stance, riding on 17-inch gold BBS E88 wheels that complement both its competition intent and vintage motorsport aesthetic. A 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system supports efficient engine breathing while maintaining durability under race conditions. While the list of components and upgrades is extensive and described as too long to fully detail, the overall execution reflects a professionally assembled road race Camaro with careful attention paid to component compatibility and regulatory compliance. Taken as a whole, this 1968 Chevrolet Camaro in Dallas, Texas stands as a fully realized SVRA and SCC-capable vintage race car, offering a rare opportunity to acquire a comprehensively restored, competitively prepared, and properly titled example ready for continued track use or high-level vintage racing events.
Number 19.
This 1968 Plymouth GTX 440, offered at $99,000, represents an exceptionally high-level, numbers-matching muscle car that has undergone a meticulous, ground-up restoration carried out over a 7-year period. All VIN, fender tag, and body numbers are confirmed matching, underscoring the car's authenticity as a genuine factory 440 GTX. While the car is currently fitted with a rebuilt 383 high-performance engine for driving and display, the original numbers-matching 440 engine and correct hood are included in the sale, preserving its full collector-grade integrity. The restoration was completed in Germany, a detail of particular significance given the reputation for precision, patience, and uncompromising craftsmanship often associated with European restoration standards. Every aspect of the car was addressed with obsessive attention to detail, with no shortcuts taken and no components overlooked. The vehicle is presently displayed in a showroom in Switzerland, and for serious buyers, the seller is prepared to manage the complete importation process to Texas, including logistics and transportation anywhere within the United States. The currently installed 383 high-performance engine is built to an impressive specification, balancing strong street manners with aggressive performance characteristics. The build includes a 383 HP block fitted with a crane camshaft, a Torker single-plane intake manifold, and a Performer carburetor, complemented by ported 906-cylinder heads for improved airflow. Exhaust duties are handled by hooker headers feeding into a 3-inch mandrel bent exhaust system with an X-pipe and stainless Borla race mufflers, delivering both performance and an authoritative exhaust note. Supporting hardware includes high-volume fuel, oil, and water pumps, along with a 7-quart oil pan to ensure proper lubrication under demanding conditions. This engine configuration reflects careful planning and quality component selection, making it well-suited for spirited driving while maintaining reliability and visual correctness within the engine bay. Included with the car is the original 440 engine, rebuilt with a serious performance focus using a bracket race kit from Muscle Motors. This 440 build features a forged steel crankshaft, 440 connecting rods, Ross flat-top pistons, and a Comp Cam's mechanical flat tappet camshaft paired with Comp Cam's Ultra Pro Roller rocker arms. An M1 single-plane intake completes the top end, creating a formidable and period-appropriate big block package for buyers seeking maximum originality combined with enhanced performance potential. Power is transmitted through a rebuilt 727 automatic transmission equipped with a full manual valve body featuring reverse pattern and low band apply, upgraded with red racing components and a shift kit. A Hurst shifter and line lock further emphasize the car's performance-oriented setup, while the drivetrain is anchored by an 8 3/4 rear end with a desirable 489 case. The rear differential is fitted with a shore grip unit and 3.55-to-1 gearing, complemented by a rebuilt and balanced drive shaft, safety loop, and upgraded axle shafts for durability and smooth operation. Suspension and braking systems have been comprehensively renewed with all new upgraded components, including heavy-duty brakes, Koni shocks, heavy-duty torsion bars, stainless steel leaf springs, and both front and rear sway bars to deliver confident handling without compromising ride quality. New drums, linings, and bearings have been installed, and stainless steel components were used wherever possible throughout the build, enhancing longevity and corrosion resistance. Taken as a whole, this 1968 Plymouth GTX stands as an extraordinary example of restoration excellence, combining documented originality, elite craftsmanship, and carefully engineered performance, making it a standout opportunity for collectors seeking a no-compromise, top-tier muscle car with global provenance.
Number 20.
This 1955 Oldsmobile Rocket 88, offered at $1,250, represents a highly affordable and increasingly scarce early post-war American performance car that would appeal primarily to experienced builders or hot rod enthusiasts seeking a serious project foundation. Located in St. Joe, Texas, the car is being sold without a title, though a bill of sale can be provided to document the transaction. As one of the most historically significant models of the 1950s, the Rocket 88 helped define the early muscle car formula, and even in its current condition it retains strong appeal due to its iconic styling, reputation, and overall completeness. While the vehicle has been sitting for a very long time and is not currently running, it remains a viable candidate for restoration, custom build, or donor use depending on the buyer's intentions and skill level. From a structural standpoint, the car does suffer from severe corrosion in the floor pans, described as extensive floor cancer, which will require major metal repair or replacement. This places the car firmly in project territory and should be approached with realistic expectations regarding fabrication work and restoration costs. Despite this, the body is described as complete overall, though it should be noted that the front fenders have already been sold and are no longer included with the car, which is a significant consideration when planning a stock restoration. Replacement fenders will need to be sourced or fabricated, making the car more suitable for a custom or hot rod application rather than a numbers-correct concours restoration. The seller does state that the vehicle can be loaded for transport, which is a practical advantage given its non-running condition. Mechanically, the car is equipped with an Oldsmobile 394 cubic inch V8 engine that has been swapped in at some point, adding potential performance appeal for builders familiar with classic Oldsmobile powerplants. However, the engine does not currently run and has been dormant for an extended period, meaning a full teardown, inspection, and rebuild should be assumed. There is no claim of drivability, and all systems should be considered in need of complete refurbishment or replacement, including fuel, cooling, electrical, and braking components. For experienced enthusiasts, the presence of the 394 V8 still adds value as a desirable period-correct upgrade that aligns well with traditional hot rod and custom builds. Taken as a whole, this 1955 Oldsmobile Rocket 88 is best viewed as a low-entry cost project with significant challenges but undeniable character and historical significance. Its non-running status, lack of title, missing front fenders, and extensive floor rust clearly define it as a restoration or custom-built candidate rather than a turnkey classic. However, its completeness beyond the noted missing panels, the included V8 engine swap, and its availability at a modest price point make it an appealing option for builders seeking a 1950s platform to resurrect, modify, or repurpose into a traditional custom or hot rod. For the right buyer with fabrication skills and a clear vision, it offers an opportunity to bring a legendary Rocket 88 back to life from the ground up. We hope you enjoyed our roundup of affordable classic cars. If you did, don't forget to like the video and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. See you next time.